Brought to you by the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter. Huh. Look at this shit yesterday. Big fucking takedown yesterday. Well, big, but not rich. It's good for spring fucking training. Look at that. Second place, fourth place, sixth place. I got eighth place. $800 fucking takedown, ladies and gentlemen. And they even give you the cool little Assassin's fucking Creed. Look at that shit. Sometimes your man Professor Kane's algorithm works. There you go. I spent it on whores and Thai food. It was wonderful. Let's make more fucking lineups. Remember, brought to you. I'm at 105%. I need 95% so that I continue the lifestyle of a jet-setting, globe-hopping fucking professor who can't get accepted to fucking FIU. Fuck FAU. Now I gotta get into FIU. But you don't want to hear that shit. You want to make lineups, and so do I. We want to win some more fucking money. Let's do this shit. We keep the algorithm system. AJ Smith-Shova on the mound for the Braves. Who will be our starting five? All right, no Smith-Shova just yet. What do we got? Jared Kelenic is a 2-card. Kelenic, 2-card. Luke Williams on the board. Marcell Ozuna on the board. Garrett Cooper, nothing. Chadwick Tromp, nothing. Connor Capel. Jake Marisnick is in there, so let's move. Luke Williams is going to move to second base. Jake Marisnick take the outfield. Eddie Alvarez, nothing. What about batting ninth? Christian Cairo. Let's do this. Smith Show, I believe we read about him. Get a chance to win a rotation spot. Yeah, AAA Gwinnett. We're looking for some new recon guys we haven't read about yet. We've read about Ozuna. Marisnick, I have not read about yet. Signed to a minor league contract Thursday that includes an invitation to big league spring training. Marisnick spent the 2024 campaign at AAA Salt Lake in the Angels organization, posting a .921 OPS with 12 homers in 59 games. The veteran outfielder remains a capable defender and has hit lefties well at times in his career. So it's possible he could push Brian De La Cruz to be part of an early season platoon with Jared Kelenic in right field until Ronald Acuna is available. See, one fucking superstar gets injured, the whole goddamn thing falls apart. Nothing on Luke Williams. Kelenic is rising in the ranks. He is a 2-card. Christian Cairo. Kelenic, 1 for 3 with a solo home run in Sunday's Grapefruit League game against the Yankees. The 25-year-old took Wilking Rodriguez deep in the 7th, giving Kelenic his first homer of the spring. He's expected to begin the season on the strong side of a platoon in right field with Brian De La Cruz, but the assignment will only be a temporary one as Atlanta waits for Ronald Acuna to be cleared for his 2025 debut. Kelenic saw a career-high 449 plate appearances last year, but he turned them into a tepid 231, 286, 393 slash line with 15 homers, 45 RBIs, and 49 runs. All right, kids. Ozuna, we read about Ozuna. 1 for 2 against the Sox. Took Noah Davis deep. Yeah, 79 homers. Yeah, we know all about Ozuna. Kid's a beast. All right, that is your Atlanta stack. Moving on. The Red Sox are the ones that won me fucking money yesterday. The Red Sox went wild. Nick Sogard went wild. Trace fucking Thompson, the first 5-card on our list, came through. Richard Fitz. Dick Fitz. That guy's name is Dick Fitz. Dick Fitz. Dick Fitz is not on the board yet, but let's see what we got. Jaron Duran, again, not on the board yet. Alex Bregman, 2-card. Trevor fucking Story launched one into the stratosphere, 2-card. David Hamilton. Now we've got Hamilton, so we're going to move Bregman to third, Hamilton to second. Connor Wong behind the dish. He's on the board. Rob Refschneider on the board. Con Sedan Rafaela, 2-card. Nothing on Romy. Trace fucking Thompson, 5-card. He's automatically in. We got some fucking people to get rid of here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 guys gotta go. Gotta go. Who are the 2 cards? Let's see what we got here, Mr. Richard Fitz. Dick Fitz. could open the season in the Red Sox rotation if Brian Bello needs a stint on the injured list. Bello is not expected to miss much time, but if any, if Boston may elect to play things safely as he comes back from a shoulder issue. Fitz posted a 1.74 ERA in 4 starts with the Red Sox last season, although that came with just a 9.7 K ratio over 20 innings. However, the 25-year-old has shown more bat-missing ability in the minors and is off to a strong start this spring, fanning 5 over 4 scoreless innings. Quinn Priester is the other potential option to fill in for Bello. All right, we like Fitz. Connor Wong, David Hamilton. All our 1 cards are, of course, on the chopping block. Bregman, he's staying. 2 for 2 with a 2-run homer, an additional run scored, and a stolen base in Friday's spring game against Miami. The homer was the second of the spring for Bregman, who's been productive in the Grapefruit League. He's batting .471 with 4 extra base hits and 8 RBIs through 7 contests. He started at third base 6 times and batted second in the order in all outings. Third baseman Rafael Devers is due back this week. He can debut Tuesday or Wednesday, but is expected to return as the designated hitter. Boston manager Alex Cora has yet to divulge his plans for third base. Trevor fucking Story. 3 for 4 with 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, and additional runs scored in Friday's spring game against Miami. The homers were the first of the spring for Story, and 5 of his last 10 hits have gone for extra bases. He served as Boston's cleanup hitter in 6 of 7 Grapefruit League starts. Fucking Trevor Story is back. Rob. Rafe Schneider took live batting practice against Red Sox right-hander Zach Kelly during Wednesday's full squad workout. Rafe Schneider slugged a home run to right center as part of his round of BP, an indication that he's moved past the right forearm strain that caused him to finish last season on the injured list. Before being shut down, Rafe Schneider was productive at the dish when called upon, slashing .283, .359, .471 with 11 home runs and 2 stolen bases over 306 plate appearances. The right-handed hitting Rafe Schneider should get regular playing time versus left-handed pitching in 2025, most likely occupying the weak side of platoon in right field along Wilya Abreu. Wilya. Ceddanne Rafaela in the lineup for Saturday's Grapefruit League game against the Twins. A bout of hamstring tightness has kept Rafael out of action since last Sunday, but he's now ready to resume his preparations for the start of the season. Rafaela wasn't much above replacement level last season by far, but he moved the needle for fantasy managers with 15 homers. I read this, 19 steals. No, this is new. 15 homers and 19 steals in 152 games. The 24-year-old is expected to once again. I did read this. I read this fucking yesterday. Fucking daylight saving time got me all fucked up. And we love Trace Thompson. It gives a 5 card. He's in every fucking lineup. Who's got to go? Thompson's a 5. Rafaela's a 2. Story's a 2. Bregman's a 2. This comes down to Ref Schneider, Hamilton, and Wong. Hamilton, you haven't done shit. You're out. Who's the other one? Ref Schneider or Wong? You always kind of want your catcher. We're sticking with Wong. Ref Schneider is chopped. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your Boston stack. Moving on. The Pirates of Penzance. Your starting pitcher, Andrew Heaney. I'm a dork. I love this crap. Downtown Fort Lauderdale, bar is full, pool is full. I want to make fucking lineups. I'm a dork playing with my baseball cards. I fucking love it. All right, no fam. Andy Rodriguez, 2-card catcher. Nick, nothing. Joey Bart. Oh, fuck off. Joey Bart. Joey Bart. It comes down to Joey and Andy. I got to go Joey fucking Bart. Joey came through for me the other night. Joey won me money. I won twice this week. Because of Joey fucking Bart. Keep going. No Billy. No Adam. Yova Peguero. Yes, he's there. No Bryce and Emmanuel Valdez. That is our pirate stack. You love fucking Joey Bart. Andrew Heaney agreed to a 1-year, $5.25 million deal with the Pirates on Thursday that includes an additional $5 million of incentives. Heaney enters 2025 having played the prior 2 seasons with Texas. For the Rangers, he recorded a .422 ERA across 66 games, 59 of which he started in. The Southpaw would slot in as Pittsburgh's number 4 starter, with Bubba Chandler, Bailey Falter, and Mike Burrows competing for the final rotation spot, while Johan Oviedo completes his recovery from December Tommy John surgery. Joey Bart has gone 4 for 11 with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs in Grapefruit League action. Bart homered for the second consecutive game Wednesday, blasting a fastball over the fence in center field during a win over the Blue Jays. He's expected to be the Pirates' primary catcher in 2025, and his start to spring has been seemingly solidified by that role. Seemingly. Naldez Piguero. Ladies and gentlemen, your Pittsburgh stack. We love some Joey Bart. On to Detroit Cy Young Award winner, Tarek Skubal. These guys almost won me a G the other day, and then fucking Kerry Carpenter and Riley Green just couldn't fucking get the goddamn job done. Couldn't get the job done. Watch that fucking game screaming at the fucking Tigers television. And here we are. Now, Skubal's not on the board yet, but fucking everybody loves a Cy Young boy. What do we got? Jemai Jones, 2-card. Andy Ibanez on the board. Gleyber Torres, 2-card. Riley Green, 2-card. Spencer Torkelson, 2-card. We got a lot of 2-cards here. No Javi. Kerry Carpenter on the board. Jake Rogers on the board. Trey Sweeney on the board. We have 8 motherfuckers here. But looking at it, Torkelson's a 2, Green's a 2. These are all the 2s, with Ibanez up here. Then you got Trey Sweeney, Jake Rogers, and Kerry Carpenter. All who've done shit for me. So I'm going to take these top 5. I'll give it a look. I'll give it a look. See how we're feeling here. But 3 of these motherfuckers got to go. Tarek Skubal breezed through 3 scoreless innings in Monday's Grapefruit League game against the Blue Jays. He allowed 1 hit and struck out 3. Through 5 innings this spring, Skubal has allowed only 2 singles and no walks to go with 4 strikeouts. The lefty ace looks ready for the regular season, and he'll start the Tigers' opening day game March 27th against the Dodgers to kick things off. Skubal was the unanimous American League Cy Young Award winner in 2024 and should be one of the top pitchers in fantasy in 2025. Shit. Jake the Snake. You're out, Jake. Torkelson went 3 for 3 with a pair of solo home runs in Friday's Grapefruit League game against the Orioles. After his disastrous 2024 season, it can be rather easy to forget that Torkelson has a 31-homer season in the majors under his belt, and he's still just 25 years old. He reminded everyone of his power on Friday's multi-homer game, bringing his OPS up to 1.181 this spring. Although it's uncertain where exactly Torkelson fits on this Tigers club that is expected to have Colt Keith at first base most days, with Gleyber Torres at second and Kerry Carpenter at DH. Oh, they're fighting for their jobs. They're fighting for their jobs. I think we read this Gleyber Torres card. Yes, solo walk home run. Guy beat the shit out of the ball. And Ibanez. They lost Bregman in free agency. We read about this with Ibanez. He might be on the chopping block here. Gleyber's a 2. All the 2s, of course, stay. I think we have like 4 1s. Carpenter, more left-handed pitchers. He's cut. Old news. Riley Green's a 2. Jones is a 2. What do we got on Sweeney here? Not given to open the season. He's cut. I mean, we got it. These are our guys here. Jemai Jones is that new recon. I don't think we've read him in a while. 1 for 3 with a 3-run homer in Sunday's Grapefruit League game against the Pirates. Jones, who signed with the Tigers on a minor league deal back in November, popped his first home run of the spring. The 27-year-old is competing for a bench spot in camp, and while his defensive versatility could help him earn that role, he's unlikely to be much of a fantasy factor this year. I read this. Can't stand when you read the old shit. But there is your Detroit stat. On to your New York Yankees. All right, what we got here? No Carrasco on the board as of yet. However, Ben Rice on the board, 1 card. Put him at first because we got a Sklara there. Anthony Volpe, 2 cards. Jazz Chisholm. Not yet. Jason Dominguez on the board. JC Escalada on the board. Oswaldo Cabrera. No Peraza. No Duke. All right, kids, we got our stack. Nothing on Carlos Carrasco. JC Escada. 2 for 3 with a solo home run and 3 total RBIs in Thursday's Grapefruit League loss to the Minnesota. Escara drove in 3 of the Yankees' 4 runs in the contest, notching a 2-run single in the 7th and a solo shot to right center in the 9th. The 29-year-old made noise at AAA last season with a .930 OPS, 8 home runs, and 34 RBIs across 52 games. And he's competing in camp for the backup catcher job behind Austin Wells in the Bronx. Escara has hit well this spring with a .294, .333, .471 slash line, 4 RBIs, and just 3 strikeouts over 18 plate appearances. His path to a roster spot could be helped by the fact that he's on the 40-man roster, unlike Alex Jackson, who is also in the running for New York's backup catcher role. Cranking a fucking home run helps. During an in-game interview on the Yes Network on Thursday, Yankees manager Aaron Boone mentioned Ben Rice as a candidate to log at bats with DH, with Giancarlo Stanton slated to miss the start of the season. Boone indicated that Aaron Judge won't necessarily be the team's primary DH while Stanton is on the shelf, opening the door for Rice, among others, to log at-bats at the position. Rice isn't guaranteed to make the opening day roster, but his ability to play both first base and catcher works in his favor, as New York does not have a clear-cut healthy backup at either position. Rice was up and down in his first taste of the majors last season, slashing .171, .264, .349 with 7 home runs, 23 RBIs, across 178 regular season plate appearances. Yeesh. 171? I could bat fucking 171. We've read this on Volpe. Right? First game, fuck it, read it. Fuck it, he's a 2 card. Give the man his time. Anthony Volpe, scheduled to start Friday in the Yankees Grapefruit League opener versus the Rays. Aside from catcher Austin Wells, right fielder Aaron Judge, and injured designated hitter Giancarlo Stanton, the Yankees are expected to roll out a starting 9 of their projected opening day starters in the first game of the exhibition slate. Volpe's placement in the lineup is one to watch throughout the spring, as he had served as the Yankees' primary leadoff man leading up to the All-Star break last season, before slotting between the 5th and 9th spots throughout the second half, while Gleyber Torres ultimately took over as the team's table setter. Torres and last season's number 2 hitter Juan Soto have since moved elsewhere in free agency, but their departures won't necessarily clear the way for Volpe to reclaim a spot atop the lineup. While Volpe offers excellent speed in the leadoff role, his .288 on-base percentage over 319 career games has made him less palatable option. He'll at least be heading into the spring with some momentum following a strong playoff run this past fall, in which he produced .286, .407, .408 slash line to go with 5 steals in 5 attempts over 14 games. But Volpe will need to build off that small sample during the Grapefruit League to secure a prominent spot in the batting order. Jesus Christ, that was a fucking novel. 2 for 4 to solo home run. Fuck it, we're in. Jason Dominguez went 2 for 4 the solo home run and additional run Tuesday in a Grapefruit League win over Philadelphia. Dominguez went deep for the first time this spring with a solo shot to center in the 6th. The 22-year-old has some defensive struggles in the field this spring, but the Yankees appear committed to giving an opportunity to be an everyday member of the lineup, possibly as the team's leadoff hitter. Dominguez has posted a .200, .238, .350 slash line with 4 runs, 3 RBIs, and 6 Ks through 7 exhibition contests. And he's got 2 S's in his fucking name. Oh, there you go, fixed. Cabrera. What we got? Among a group of Yankees who could start at third base on opening day, DJ LeMahieu. Yeah, we read that shit. All right, moving on. Your St. Louis Cardinals. Andre Palante. No better way to get to know the players than playing fantasy. If you're a parent and you want to bond with your child, what better way? And Palante is on the fucking board, ladies and gentlemen. We have our first pitcher. Mason Wynn, Laz Nootbaar, Wilson Contreras at first, Nolan Arenado at the fucking hot corner, no Donovan, Ivan Herrera behind the dish. No Burleson. No Gorman. And of course, Mr. 3 card, Victor Scott II. Which means one of these fuckers has got to go. Andre Palante could be competing for the final spot in the Cardinals' rotation. Palante entered camp as a favorite for the starting role, but with Michael McGreevy pitching well and the team leaning forward using Steven Matz in the rotation, it appears there's a chance Palante could get squeezed out. That seems highly unlikely given that the 26-year-old is one of the team's best starters for a large chunk of last season. Palante's velocity has been down, but the Cardinals don't seem concerned at this stage of the spring. Oh, we got our guy, which means I don't think we're going to be using any of those fucking Yankees. One of these gentlemen has got to go. 10 pounds of muscle. We read that part. You know what, Herrera, you're the odd man out. Well, we'll see. 1 second. They're all one cards. We know Victor Scott's staying. We've read him. We read all these guys, so we need some new recon. You're going top of the order. Newt Bar earned 2.9 million. Mason Wynn. We read all these guys. He's the opening day third baseman. They ain't trading him. Although we think the Yankees are going after him. He added muscle. Herrera, you're the odd man out. Especially when we get Joey Barton there behind the dish. All right. Moving on. The Nationals of Washington, D.C. On the mound, Mr. Jake Irvin. Irvin is not on the board yet. C.J. Abrams is. James Wood, 2 card. Nathaniel Lau, nothing. DeYoung, 2 card. Luis Garcia Jr. on the board. Alex Cole, nothing. Dalen Lally, whatever. Andrew the Nizza, the Jizza, nothing. Your Washington stack. Irvin tossed a perfect inning in Saturday's Grapefruit League game against the Astros. The 28-year-old right-hander needed only 8 pitches to breeze through his first game action of the spring. One of those 8 pitches was a slider, an offering Irvin is trying to add to his arsenal in an effort to get more whiffs. I struggled a lot with getting in zone swing and miss last year. The slider is something that will kind of balance out the really slower curveball and the harder fastball. Then the cutter and the changeup are a little harder too. I wanted something in that middle ground. Irvin posted a 4.41 ERA, 120 WHIP, and 156 Ks over a career high 187 innings in 2024. We got some new recon. Here we go, baby. This is what we're looking for. Garcia went 1-for-1 with 2 walks and a solo home run in Wednesday's Grapefruit League game against the Marlins. The second baseman got a hold of a Valente Beloso offering in the 4th inning for his first homer of the spring. Garcia is 3-for-8 with 3 walks against only 1 strikeout through his first 4 Grapefruit League appearances in camp. As the 24-year-old looks to demonstrate that his 2024 breakout was no fluke. We read that. We're in fucking reruns. We read about the Zhang. 2-for-4, C.J. Abrams with a home run and 2 RBIs in Friday's Grapefruit League game against the Mets. The shortstop took Paul Blackburn deep in the 3rd inning, giving Abrams his first homer of the spring. He's batting just .217 so far in the Grapefruit League action, and while he's yet to strike out, Abrams also has yet to draw a walk, something the Nats are looking for him to do more consistently in 2025 as the team prepares to make him the leadoff hitter. The 24-year-old's fantasy upside is undeniable, as he's racked up 38 homers and 78 steals in 289 games over the last 2 seasons. But his 245, 307, 422 slash line has plenty of room for improvement. It's like an insult and a compliment at the same time. You're good, but you can do better. You're all right, but nobody should draft you because you suck. James Wood, 1-for-3 with a solo home run. In Wednesday, he did 9 home runs, 14 steals. We read this shit. They all fucked up Victor Beloso. I remember that name coming up over and over again. So these are all cards. But the recon dot stays there for 3 days. Don't get mad. Moving on. Your final team. The New York, I believe that Clayton Holmes is on the board. We might have 2 fucking pitchers for the first time. How the fucking year progresses. The idea is to try and stay in it as long as we can. David Peterson, first pitcher that's a fucking 2 card. So the Mets pitching outside of fucking Paul asshole Blackburn, not too fucking bad. Clay Holmes is on the board. What else we got? Nothing yet from Lindor or Vientos or Alonso. Jeff McNeil, nothing. Tyrone Taylor, nothing. Canario. Luis De Los Santos, nothing. Jackson Reitz, nothing. We have no Mets here. This is essentially a blind lineup with fucking Clay Holmes. Struck out 3 over 3 perfect innings during Saturday's Grapefruit League game against the Astros. The 31-year-old right-hander has made only 4 starts among his 311 career big league appearances, and none since 2018. But Holmes' attempt to win a spot in the Mets rotation this spring got off to a brilliant start. He fired 26 of 34 pitches for strikes. Holmes worked in 7 changeups and a couple of cutters, 2 new pitches that could help expand his arsenal from the slinker, slider, sweeper mix that allowed him to rack up 74 saves over the last 3 seasons for the Yankees. He's a fucking Met now. So who do we like the most? We like Holmes with no lineup against the Nationals. Bunch of 2-carders. Or Palante against the Yankees. We want them both, obviously. So we're probably just going to be making this lineup twice. Which is okay because the lineup that we made twice won 5th place. So I ended up getting two prizes for 5th place. I got no fucking problem with that. Palante. Question is, who do we want? Who's our top guy? Is it Holmes or Palante? They both had great cards. Palante is more recent, but he's going up against the fucking Yankees. They're right up the block here in Jupiter. I can actually go to this fucking game if I want to, but I got work to do. His velocity's been down. They don't seem concerned. Team's best starters for a chunk of last season. Then we got Holmes. Struck out 3 over 3 perfect innings. Struck out 3 over 3 perfect innings. 3 perfect innings. Brilliant start, yeah. Holmes, then Palante. That's the pecking order. Let's do it. So Holmes is the top guy. Fitz and Holmes. Heaney and Holmes. Skubal and Holmes. Carrasco and Holmes. Palante and Holmes. Irvin and Holmes. Well, no, not Holmes here. This will be Palante. Holmes, Palante, Holmes, Palante. All right. In terms of catcher, it really came down. There was 1-2 car, and that was fucking Joey Bart. As for first base, we had Ben Rice. Spencer Torkelson, I believe, is a 2 card. And he's our only 2 card, if I'm correct. Rice is playing for a spot. Torkelson. And Rice is right here, right? Ben Rice is a 1 card. Torkelson's a 2. Spencer Torkelson, your starting first baseman, who they said, remember, has a 31 fucking homer season under his belt. So Bart at catcher. Torkelson at first. They got Wong behind the dish. We got Torkelson at first. Bart and Torkelson. Bart. There we go. We're all set up over there. This would be Mr. Joey Bart. Joey Bart and Spencer Torkelson. Bart and Torkelson. Bart and Torkelson. Second base. Now, you know I love me some Alex Bregman, but he could also play third. So where's the competition? McNeil, Frazier. Gleyber Torres, also a 2-card. And he's exclusively second base. So we can move Bregman to third and get Torres over there at second. Valdez, also a 2-card. Hamilton, Chisholm, Garcia, Donovan, Gorman. No 3 cards. So it comes down to Bregman and Torres. So if we threw Torres at second, we got Bregman over there at third, unless there's a 3 card. No, it works out. So, Gleyber Torres at second, Alex Bregman at third. So this team is done. Bang. Get it in. Dude. Second base, Gleyber Torres. Outfield, well, Trace Thompson's already over there. But we know our second outfielder is over. We know it's going to be Victor Scott, so we can just put us that fucking lineup right in. That one's done. Third base, Alex Bregman. We already know Trace Thompson's a 5 cuts. We just slip his ass right in there. Shortstop, we're not up to yet. Second base, Gleyber Torres. Third base, Alex Bregman. Outfield, Trace Thompson. That lineup is done. Trace Thompson, a 5-card, ladies and gentlemen. Spring training, so far as our breakout superstar. Go buy his fucking baseball card. Mr. Bregman. No, Gleyber Torres at second. Although, if you already have third base locked up, I would say Bregman over Torres and Trace Thompson. Bregman's got the hot bat. You got me hot bats. Outfield here, and we could close this one up right here because this one is going to be Thompson and Scott. So that's done. All it really comes down to is figuring out the second outfielder. We could change outfielders, make that the one variant in these last 2 lineups that are identical. All right. Torres, Bregman. And here we are. Shortstop. Trevor Story, I'm a fan. Unless there is a 3 card that can trump his ass, which is Volpe. Nope, they're all. So Trevor fucking Story. Outfield, we know we like Trace Thompson and Victor Scott. Were there any other 3 cards? Jones, recency bias, of course, we like Jones. There's a lot of 2 cards in here. Rafaela. Reef Schneider. So it comes down, I got Rafaela. If you want to stay with the Boston stack here, we could change it up here. So we go Rafaela here. And this one will have Story, Trace Thompson, Victor Scott, and Jahmai Jones. So the only difference with these 2 lineups will be that third outfielder. I like Jones here, and I like Rafaela here. Now, if the rest of the lineup comes through and it comes down to one outfielder, shit, you can win first and second fucking place. Even best case scenario, you win first place and second place as a tie, and you split the fucking prize with yourself. I've seen it happen. I've lost the same fucking way. And I've won the same way, so we won yesterday. Nice takedown. Nice fucking takedown yesterday. All right. Story. Thompson. That lineup is in. That one is doing. Okay, we have Thompson, Victor Scott. Now this is Pittsburgh stack. So we won't take the Detroit outfielder. We will take Rafaela. Do we like Rafaela as our third outfielder? There's a lot of 2 cards here. Was there anybody that really, really screamed and impressed us? I mean, I'm looking at these cards. I remember not one of these cards have I read except Jemai Jones. But you're playing against the pitcher here. But you already got Torkelson in, so fuck it. We're going Jemai Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, there are your lineups. May fate and fate decide you're fortunate if you should win. Blow your money right here on the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter. Peace, love, war.